Samoa is a tropical paradise situated south of the equator about 2,800 kilometers or 800 miles northeast of and 3.5 hours by plane from Auckland, New Zealand. With a total land area of about 1,100 square miles or 2,800 square kilometers, it is volcanic with rainforest-covered mountains, lakes, waterfalls and rivers that meander through plains and sandy beaches to empty into the vast expanse of surrounding Pacific Ocean. The population of 178,000 is mixed with mainly Samoans, Asians, other Pacific Islanders and Palangi or European, all sharing a harmonious and rather laid-back way of life, much of which has seen a lot of aesthetic changes, while still steeped in traditions and a culture that dates back thousands, if not millions of years. The climate is typically tropical, with daily temperatures at 26 degrees Celsius on average throughout the year. A wet season runs from November to April, followed by a dry season for the remaining months. The most common question any prospective investor may ask is, why invest in Samoa? The answer is, well, why invest in paradise? And what is it that makes Samoa different? What makes it special? What makes it unique? Let's look at some of the things that may make Samoa your investment paradise. For a start, Samoa has enjoyed a history of political and social stability since it became independent in 1962. The first Pacific Island nation to attain that status, Samoa's independence was marked by a smooth and peaceful transfer of power from the New Zealand government to the local administration, and this stability has been the hallmark of our political life since then up to the present. It is a history of political and social stability we are justifiably proud of, and one which we feel any investor would also appreciate and value. No country can be guaranteed complete security from the threats of international terrorism. Samoa is no exception. After all, even the Garden of Eden was not immune to the presence and influence of dark forces. However, given its long history of political harmony and religious tolerance, Samoa is most probably one of the safest places in the world to invest in at present. It is truly your investment paradise. This sense of security is probably best reflected in the fact that Samoa has no armed forces. It does not feel it needs one. Inevitably, this sense of security naturally translates into a higher level of both consumer and investor confidence, resulting in a vibrant economy and sustained economic growth. We appreciate the need for some assurance to investors and the business community of a respectable level of industrial harmony. Samoa is a democratic society with a constitution that guarantees freedom of association and freedom from discrimination. Being a member of the International Labour Organization, Samoa's labor laws were based on international labor conventions and standards to ensure the equal protection of rights of both workers and employers. Fortunately, our culture of consultation and mutual respect has had a strong influence in our industrial relations, in terms of ensuring that contentious issues are quickly identified and resolved in-house before they become causes for widespread industrial unrest. Subsequently, we have enjoyed a high level of industrial harmony in the private sector in the more than 40 years since we became independent in 1962. Samoa's communication network is as good as in any developed country, with excellent telephone and internet connections to any part of the world any time of the day. Online, airline and hotel bookings as well as banking and other services are readily available. A landline telephone service is available throughout the country via private and public phones, and a cellular mobile telephone service is available, but only around Apia and the surrounding areas. Work is currently underway to expand this coverage to other areas. The internet can be accessed from almost anywhere through the hotels, as well as several internet cafes and offices around town. Samoa has an excellent road and transport system, with all main roads around the country being tar-sealed and upgraded on a regular basis. The public transport bus and taxi services cover the whole country at reasonable prices. A regular inter-island roll-on roll-off ferry service links the two main islands of Samoa, Upolu and Savaii, with ferries leaving every 2 hours from both islands from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily for the 1-hour trip. Samoa likewise has excellent shipping links with the outside world, with regular visits by container ships, general cargo and other vessels, as well as passenger cruises. A daily domestic air link between the two main islands is serviced by Polynesian Airlines. International flights arrive at or depart from Faleolo International Airport daily, serviced by Polynesian Blue, Air New Zealand and Air Pacific. Polynesian Airlines has several flights a day linking Apia and Pango in American Samoa for onward connections to Hawaii and other overseas destinations. Air Pacific flies to Nandi, Fiji 3 times a week, while Air New Zealand has weekly flights to Hawaii and the USA mainland. Both Polynesian Blue and Air New Zealand together have daily flights to and from New Zealand and Australia to connect to other destinations on other international airlines. The government of Samoa has worked hard at implementing reforms in the past several years to create an enabling environment for the development of investment and sustained economic growth. In the tourism industry, legislation allowing for hotel and tourism development incentives in the form of duty suspension and other similar initiatives have been enacted by Parliament. Amendments to the alienation of customary land legislation have been passed to ease the leasing of such land for development projects in the national interest. The establishment of strata title legislation is also in the pipeline, and a review of the company's legislation has resulted in the presentation of a new user-friendly companies bill currently before Parliament. Public sector reforms to improve the efficiency of the public service and financial sector liberalization reforms have also been implemented as part of the development of this enabling environment. There is much more that Samoa can and will offer to ensure a positive return on your investment, and we welcome you to come and see our investment paradise for yourself. And for more information, please feel free to contact us at this address.